Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant video, and this one's going to be actually a humorous type of video that I'm going to do. So this is basically about Wings of Redemption. From what I understand from the rumors that I've been hearing and the reading, that this man is a massive hypocrite. He's also a Twitch gamer and also big on YouTube as well as Twitch that I mentioned on social media. And I mean literally mean big, rather than just followers and subscribers. So the reason why I want to do this topic, but because how much this man vents about his life being poor, although he's making income on social media, literally just sitting his ass playing video games. But you could, if you look at him, you could basically say he's the white EDP 445. And I think I can guarantee you a lot of it has to do with his where he's coming from, his childhood. From what I understand, he had people trying to encourage him to work out, and he just literally was making excuses, refusing to work out, and blaming on others. And I'll get straight to the hypocrite part, because being a hypocrite also makes you a fake tough guy on top of it, because whenever he would insult somebody and then someone calls him out, they retaliate. He's so quick to play the victim card, and he switches immediately right into defense mode, because he's the type that can't be really, always has to have an excuse for letting people know that he can't be ridiculed, that he feels he's untouchable, behind the keyboard. Obviously, prime example, a keyboard warrior usually tends to be very insecure. They're never like that in person, mainly because of his social. I can guarantee you, because of his social life, not being around a lot of friends, not being around a lot of people, not interacting as much, can really take you down a bad path, a dark path as well. And also, he does have an attitude, and he's an angry gamer as well. Whenever he feels like he's been wronged, or whenever he feels like he's in losing position, he'll destroy one of his electronics, his controller, especially when gaming on Twitch. To me, that doesn't really make any sense why anyone, and of course he's not the only one, but plenty of gamers do it, but why would I destroy something that I already paid for, especially if it cost me tons of money? Seriously. That's basically saying that you don't have respect for yourself, you lack self-respect, you lack awareness, and he may be a prime example. Sorry to say, but that's how it is. Especially if you have a big head on the internet, and you are the face on social media as well as Twitch, and that's what he's known for, being an angry Twitch gamer, and then being insecure, just not able to accept the fact that whenever he's wrong, he just can't take it like a man. Seriously. And this is like EDP, for example, although it has nothing to do with him in this case, but it's where we kind of notice there the mentality, what they both have a lot in common. Seriously. And plus, they have to learn to accept. And this is what happens when you become popular. Although he vents about how his life sucks, he's too out of shape, he wants to go to another country to have someone take the fat out of him. That's basically surgery. We're talking about liposuction. But even someone's even mentioned that, because now he even tried to take less intake, he tried to eat less food. So, and that although the issues that he thinks, that he's surprised that he's not losing weight, but it's the fact is that he's not moving. He's been literally sitting on his chair in his room by himself, playing games. Although he may be making money, he's getting his income, but it's you also have to be willing to motivate yourself too, because this is a guy that's really insufferable. He's just really miserable. He even says there's a chance that he might go out with the bank, and I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to make it seem very threatening or make it seem like I'm being too offensive, obviously. And we know which route he's taking if he continues. So also is that like there have been memes of this dude, kind of like EDP. They're making music videos. Like, for example, I did use one of the songs that Lil Richie made, created by Lil Richie. It's called Band World. Because basically, it is referring to, you all know Wings of Redemption here, so Jordy Jordan. So the song was referring to how Wings of Redemption would ban anyone who tries to give him advice, who tries to talk over him, or say something that might offend him. And you have him dancing, doing his little dance. And then let's get to the worst part. Apparently there has been accusations of him trying to do inappropriate stuff online, being a closet racist, being a closet creep, which we all know he's in his room most of the time. And I can understand being by yourself, your parents leaving you, and you being on your own. It kind of have a effect on your mental health. But he even had people, a close friend that was willing to support him while he was having a rough time, while he was on edge, because like he was encouraging him to lose weight, but he declined because for some reason he let his ego get to him. And this guy, the only way he's gonna change, he's to figure it out himself. That's why I kind of it sucks, especially from what I heard, what I gathered is that his friend tried to give him advice on how to lose weight and just get out of his room, because this guy used to work before he even, I'm guaranteed, before he even started doing YouTube, started doing Twitch. He used to work at a place called Blockbuster, which has obviously been closed down. He used to actually work at customer service. So yeah, he had some working experience. It's just that because from what I understand, from the research I've done, when he was a kid, he used to be an athlete. So he used to be in track and field, where he would literally had really strong legs. But then when he was a kid, he made a futile mistake. Was that he felt if he kept he started to eat massive calories, he started eating massive food. So this started back in his childhood, that it would help increase his protein. He'd become more durable. He gained endurance and become not only a quicker but a stronger athlete. So he realized that ended poorly for him. So it was a fail, because at the time when he realized that, it went downhill for him. So because the fact that he was willing to consume so much food at a young age during his childhood, and then it pretty much costed his athleticism, his his stamina, and it broke down to the point where he just became morbidly obese. And being morbidly obese does affect your mental health. Some people might not realize. You have to consume more food, because how much your body has to intake in order to stay the same weight. You feel more depressed, obviously. Your attitude changes, you become a bitter, negative person. And then you feel your anger is just it revolves around you taking out on other people because of because of your life expectancy, because eventually they feel their life is going to come short for them, and that they have something, trying to find ways to overcome stress. They have nothing to relieve themselves, but they realize even though they have people to encourage them to lose weight. In that stage, when you're that out of shape, when you're morbidly obese, it's very hard to overcome that, and very challenging. It gets to the point where how can you overcome this kind of stress? How can you overcome something so something that possibly may be impossible for them because of how their brain is wired, especially after being that out of shape. Because the thing is, they're not willing to you have to put a lot of effort into it, to train yourself and fix your brain. You gotta be willing, which is unfortunate, because if you're not willing, it shows that you have really low self-esteem. And sometimes they have to realize being, although it can always turn out good for you, even if you are out of shape, like you can turn things around, try to sort of fix your life. We're at the point that if you want to earn respect, you gotta be able to give it as well. On top of that, you gotta like surprise people. You gotta train yourself. You gotta work with people. You gotta communicate. You gotta cooperate. All those things. And those are several things that Wings of Redemption is lacking throughout the course of his life. Throughout the course of his life, he's been dwelling in the past, wallowing in his pain, not be able to take a big step in his life and realize that he could become a lot better than he is right now and become a better influencer, and then people, instead of being looked down on, he can have people look up to him and see that he's not the same guy. He's actually like somebody I respect now. Now he's a real role model. And I hope when he does take that role is that like he can make sure to keep himself healthy, keep himself safe. He can be able to engage in activities like when it comes to sports, when it comes to gaming. He can be able to do all around content like this, like what I'm doing right now. I'll be like, for example, my content is literally about doing sports, doing all kinds of things like etc. Yu-Gi-Oh, skits, anime, rants, like I'm like the one I'm doing right now. That's something that he lacks, because with the progress he's making, he just wasn't able to do much as a content creator. While there's some they may not have that many, although he surpassed so many followers, so many content creators like YouTubers, all those social medias, that it overshadows those who work the hardest. Well, in his case, because he is gaining more followers simply because how people see him for who he is, and that's something for them is either unique or something they have something to laugh at. And then the day he's gonna have to fix himself and then find out where he can improve on later in his life. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this rant video. Expect more content later in the future this year. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.